Hey team, ever since Born to Run was published and I launched this YouTube channel, hands down, the most asked about topic is on cadence, and rightfully so. It's super important. It's your way to improve the economy, efficiency, spending less time on the ground, giving yourself the opportunity to improve how you feel as a runner and your longevity in running. Oftentimes, we've been brainwashed to think the more we run, the tighter our muscles should get, and that's not the case. We don't need to be tight as runners. It's showing dysfunction of how you're using your body. And cadence goes a long, long way to protect this and how you feel as a runner. So with this, where I want to go is I have to reinforce this all the time, is that the biggest mistake runners make when it comes to cadence is thinking that it's just a decision to go out the door and make a decision to have faster cadence. And that's what I want to talk about. Cadence is neuromuscular. And what that means is when it's neuromuscular, we have to train the brain to send different signals to our legs, to our body, to be able to sustain that higher cadence if we're not used to it. So it's not just a decision to achieve this higher cadence. We have to train it. It's not unlike trying to write with your other hand. You know how to write with your other hand, you're just not very good at it. So it takes practice. You can't just decide to one day write like you do with your other hand. Okay, so that's neuromuscular. It has to be trained. And one way, before I forget, is that with this, I have a ton of drills and skills that I always attach to the description of my YouTube videos. So check all those out. All those drills and skills are meant to train this neuromuscular part of cadence. So check that out. But one great way to train cadence and to feel cadence, I just did a video on this last week, is using stairs. Running upstairs, you can't heel strike, you can't have bad form, and you naturally have to have just a little bit of quicker cadence, more of a natural cadence to run up the stairs. So you begin to feel what higher cadence is, and that's crucial. And one of the last camps I did was in Bisbee, Arizona. And you've probably never heard of Bisbee. It's in southern Arizona. And one cool aspect of Bisbee is that this town is very, very hilly. Therefore, there's hundreds of sets of stairs. And they actually have a race up these stairs. So in my last camp, we used these stairs as one of the afternoon segments of the camp to really use it as a teacher, as a coaching tool to understand and, more importantly, to feel cadence. Okay, so next time you're out, if you're living in an urban area, just seek out some sets of stairs and just run upstairs. Use it as a tool to feel that cadence, to understand how you're using your foot to strike the ground, feeling that necessary force into the stairs and that natural increase in cadence just to run up the stairs. It's a wonderful, wonderful coaching tool to have good cadence. So if you understand how important cadence is and you're really into this, but you continue to get frustrated by just making a decision, really embrace this practice. Just get better through time. Don't try to hit that magic number of 180 all the time. See improvement through time. And the important thing is you just get better and better and better, being able to hold it longer and longer and longer. Okay, so a little quick public service announcement on cadence and neuromuscular. And with that, if you love adventure running and traveling, I put together a little clip after this of my time exploring the trails of Bisbee, Arizona, and doing recon for our 3-day camp. So if you're interested, I know you're gonna love it. Bisbee's such an eclectic town. There's so much history there and so much quirkiness there that I think you're gonna really, really love it. So stay tuned, check it out. We'll see you guys next time. Good morning from Bisbee, Arizona. All right, team, got my coffee and just exploring downtown Bisbee and where our location's gonna be for the run camp early morning sessions. The morning sessions are all about coaching, instruction, and I needed to find a place for that. I found the perfect place. This place is awesome. Here's what it looks like. So Bisbee's wild and eclectic and nestled in this canyon just 90 miles south of Tucson and 11 miles from the border of Mexico. And it's the southernmost mile-high town in America. Bisbee's unique, eclectic, and haunted. More on that later. I stayed at the Jonquil Motel, a perfect walking distance to town. Bisbee's the hub of the old Wild West, filled with history, wall-to-wall restaurants, and the oldest saloon in Arizona, an adventure running paradise. Bisbee hovers right around a population of about 5,000 people and was founded as a copper, gold, and silver mining town back in 1880. With the decline of the mining industry back in the 50s and coupled with the attractive climate of Bisbee, Bisbee became a destination in the 60s for artists and hippies of the counterculture, where the art and eclectic vibe still thrives today. Bisbee sits in a canyon, so you're either going up or down, and Bisbee has over 300 sets of stairs, which you'll learn more about later. I arrived 3 days early so I could scout the town and scout the trails for our 3-day run camp. So I'm out running around Bisbee and scouting for a place, the perfect place for our morning coaching session for the campers. And what do you know? Up pops this outdoor fitness center. Perfect. After exploring town, I met up with my buddy Sterling for a tour of the trails around Bisbee. Sterling and his partner Eva, who you'll meet later, own the Jonquil Motel, where I stayed. Now it was time for what I really came for, the trails. Pretty much just walk past the trail. Oh, gotcha. Great. Okay. Yeah, that's a grunt. Going that way, right? Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. There's the mine.
So the way this town is oriented is there's two canyons. This is Tombstone Canyon. That's the downtown main street that the motel's on. And then up there to the left is Zacatecas Canyon.
Yep.
And the town kind of meets where they meet.
Okay.
So we're going to go down this way, then we're going to go up Zacatecas. We'll cut across it, and if we want to, we can go up there. There's a shrine. You see that white cross up there? Top of that hill?
Yep, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then work our way back down.
Very good.
And then the Mural Peak one is like over these hills into those next mountains on the backside. And all you'll notice as you're walking through town, all the rock walls are different.
Yeah.
Like they're all made differently.
Crazy. Oh wow. Oh, go! You can go all the way through it, huh?
Go through. Yeah.
Huh. miners just fooling around, right?
I don't know if they fooled around. I'm sure they were looking for something.
Right. Right. The historical brothel the bedposts. Can't put notches on metal, right? Oh, I see the shrine.
That's a different one.
Oh, is it? Okay. I was gonna say it's not at the top. The shrine. You hear stories about this place being haunted. What's the deal?
Well, this town has been here since the late 1800s, and along the way it's seen a lot of different activity in terms of frontier life and mining and Indians, and so you get all the stories of the Wild West in a town like this. And you know, it's like they say, only believe half of what you hear and none of what you see. So it's kind of like that here in Bisbee. We're known to be a very haunted town, very paranormal. There's several businesses and hotels downtown that supposedly have different ghosts that have inhabited the buildings, you know, since those days. And there's been murders here and other nebulous activities. So it's known to be a haunted town. There's ghost tours that happen on a regular basis, ghost tour pub crawls. There's a magician and a seance room downtown.
Nice.
And then our motel, the Jonquil, we like to say that we're the least haunted. We can't say that we're not, because even some strange stuff has happened at our place.
So watch your back.
Yeah. Nice little view of downtown.
There it is. So then would we be looking at Mexico?
Yeah, kind of, not right there, but like,
Yeah.
you know, 7 miles that
Yeah,
direction.
right. Got it. Good get.
Walking just down this street because this is such a cool street. You feel like you're in Europe here. It's so narrow and tight and winding, and you got
Right.
these old railings and cool old miner shacks.
Nice. Hey, buddy.
So this is the Gulch. Over here is St. Elmo's. That's the oldest continuously operating bar in Arizona since 1904. We've got the Magic Show and Seance Room there. Gene's Place is the newest bar in town. The Quarry is kind of a punk rock dive bar.
Ooh, all right. That's
Got
me.
a,
That's
got
me.
a few
What's
places.
it called?
The Quarry.
All right, right next to St. Elmo's.
It's kind of where those yellow
Yeah,
are,
okay.
right over there. Yeah, I can tell you.
Yeah.
So this is Arizona's smallest bar. It's in the Silver King Hotel, and it's literally a room from an old hotel that they turned into a bar. And I think it has 2 bar stools and 2 chairs in it. And then like the little living room area by the stairs, musicians and bands will set up in there and play music. So it's a very little, small, intimate venue to see some of Bisbee's world-class musicians and have a drink. Over here is our graffiti wall.
All right.
Bisbee is you'll notice that there's a lot of street art in Bisbee, a lot of really high quality murals and graffiti. And in fact, just this year, a new gallery opened up called Artemisia, which is the country's biggest and best street art gallery. We have Banksy's, Warhols,
Really?
all kinds of amazing stuff in this brand new gallery.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Setting up for the night.
Good.
What's
How
up?
are you doing today?
All right, all right.
All right.
Could be better, could be worse.
Yep.
Could be a billionaire, could be a hearse.
This is the stock exchange bar. It used to be a stock exchange, and if you go inside there, they still have the old blackboard on the wall with company names where they would write the price of the stocks back in the 20s maybe.
Right.
So one of the cool things here in Bisbee are these old historic stairs, and every year we have an event called the Bisbee 1000, which is like a 5K race, but it goes up like 10 of our staircases and then down different roads and back up the stairs. So it doesn't go up all the stairs in Bisbee, but it does do 10 or so staircases. This is number 3. It's the biggest one of all. And you can only see about a quarter of it.
Castle Rock.
Yep. There's somebody up there on the right.
Oh yeah. So what are you doing?
I'm gonna just infuse like flame, just the oak smoke
Okay.
to do an aromatic experience.
Okay. Wow.
And we have the
So how
campfire.
long do you let it sit there then?
Just let it kind of do its little circle, you know, in
Right,
there.
right.
And then as soon
Okay.
as we walk it to the table, it's about ready to take off.
Got it.
Somehow
Day 2 brought more trail recon with some clouds, some mist, some rain. What an epic desert experience. And Eva came along.
There's the tall point, this like saddle and a shoulder, and then behind that is another little ridge, and I think that's where the trail junction is to either go drop you down into the back of Zacatecas. That's what I'm thinking.
What makes Bisbee so spectacular and unique is all these trails are accessible right from the motel. Just a short, quick, warm-up run to the trails. Lion country.
Why not? Hot coffee on the trail, cute. It's such an awesome day to be out. I'm so glad we're doing it.
So what trail are we on right now?
Okay,
But
so
it has a name.
I call it the
Trail.
Juniper Flats Trail.
Right. And where are we going? Is this that road you're talking about?
No, this is an old mining road.
Okay.
We're gonna follow this ridge line down through that saddle over there,
Okay.
and then drop down on that side.
Cool. Right back into Bisbee. That's what's so
Yeah.
cool about it. You can just run right from town and be in a place like this.
This is just right in our backyard.
Yeah.
You can leave the motel and just head right into the hills forever.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're exploring.
Yeah. What you wanted to find? Oh, look at this strap. Whoa. Whoa.
You're a mountain lion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here, kitty, kitty. Spracky,
That's
don't
cool.
go there.
Is
Don't
there
go
a story behind this?
We don't know.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah, right.
Just don't know it.
I just love this. Am I just tripping? Is this the way I always done?
What's so special about today?
Well, just look around. I mean, this is beautiful, and what's special about it is that it doesn't always get like this. Arizona is a pretty hot, dry place, and so to have this kind of moisture and mist in the air, it gives it a whole different atmosphere.
And here comes Trudy.
Hi, Trudy. Hi. You can see the backside of town right over there, starting to pop up.
Sweet.
So cool.
All right, Sterling, what was our stats?
6.5 miles.
Nice.
We got about a mile to go to get back home.
Nothing like going on an adventure run just to get some breakfast. All right, I'm above Bisbee, Arizona. It's day 3 of scouting courses for our run camp that starts this evening. All the campers get in today. We're gonna do a meet and greet tonight by the campfire, and then our first session starts tomorrow morning, Thursday, and we go for 3 days. So I've got a steep little climb here, and I'm looking to tap into a trail that we hit yesterday. Yesterday was an amazing day. It's January in Arizona. You might think getting rain and mist and clouds were not part of the recipe as far as a weather forecast, but that's what we got. It was simply amazing. And I was with 2 locals, and even for them, it was a special day. I've got morning eyes. I didn't really sleep that well last night. As I get closer to camp, that's typically the case with me. Similar to getting closer to the race, my mind starts really going, organizing everything in my mind, and it's hard for me to sleep. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm trying to scout out and map out what is called the big loop around kind of the backside of town. And you gain its entry from one side of town and you finish on the other side of town. One big loop. And that's what I'm trying to map up now. So eventually we're just gonna wrap right down and through here and hit this canyon that spits us out at the other end of town. Pretty crazy, just from town. Found my way and just gonna explore a little bit. All right, I'm super psyched. I figured out the big loop. We're gonna start from one end of town, head up the trail this way, head that way, and then all the way down and around down that canyon, and then we end up in the opposite part of town. So cool. So that finishes up my recon. This is gonna be day 3. And I'm headed back to get some firewood for the campfire tonight and get ready for all the camper arrivals. Over and out from Bisbee, Arizona, the Big Loop Trail, and Born to Run World.